We have A Dangerous Game, which is by Scottish filmmaker Anthony Baxter, a documentary about Donald Trump and his attempts to create huge golf resorts. This film touches on what is happening in Aberdeen in Scotland, in the US, in Dubrovnik in Croatia, and it has actually got some footage in relation to his latest project in Doonbeg and Clare in Ireland. This is not just about locals and environmentalists, it is also about the issue of democracy, which is very interesting. A Practical Guide to a Spectacular Suicide fits into our Shooting Stars programme. It is a black comedy done primarily by students. It's a comedy, they're looking at a taboo subject, but to get comedy right, the timing has to be spot on. And in this film, it is. And that's why I thought that they are worth an inclusion in this programme. On Brontenus, The Gift is the Irish Gaelic language thriller set in and off the coast of Connemara. It is about a town where the fish processing plant is going through rough times. There's a local volunteer lifeboat crew who go out in response to a distress signal, come across a boat with a load of money inside, and they have to decide what to do. Calvary is the latest black comedy starring Brendan Gleeson. Castles in the Sky is a wonderful, melancholic Scottish drama in the best British tradition, and it tells a story about the discovery and development of radar just in time for the Battle of Britain. Hector in Search for Happiness is a comedy drama that we're starting off with, starring Rosamund Pike and Simon Pegg. Locke is a little bit different. It is a thriller. It is starring Tom Hardy, where most of the film features just himself. He is a construction manager. He is driving home, having just made a life or death decision, and it is about his conversations with different people on his hands-free telephone. Noble, it is about Christina Noble, who grew up in Ireland in the 1950s without anything. She had a lot of challenges in her early life and later life to overcome. And in her later life, she went over to Vietnam, and she set up the Christina Noble Children's Foundation for street children there. So we're following the two strands of the story in parallel. Poison Pen and The Light of Day, two films later, are both from Film Base in Ireland. They both screened in the Galway Film Fleadh. Two different films, but both within the Shooting Stars programme. Poison Pen, interestingly, was originally scripted by Owen Colfer of Artemis Fowl fame to be a big budget film set in New York. The production company then scaled it down a little bit and brought in Graham Cantwell, who came over here last year for his film The Callback Queen. So he then edited, and it is a lower budget film set in Dublin. And it is about this author who has got writer's block, and he is persuaded to write for this Poison Pen magazine, at which he has a fair amount of contempt. But it is a nice romantic comedy. The Light of Day, I'll just skip to that. This, to me, actually was one of my favourites. This is a mockumentary using students of a documentary about a B horror film, and anything that can go wrong does go wrong. It could actually be called Murphy's Law or something like that. Pride, we have a lot of great names in this. We have Bill Nighy, Andrew Scott, Dominic West, and Melda Staunton, Paddy Considine, and more. This is a new British comedy drama that is coming out. It is set in the 1980s, and it is where a group of gay and lesbian activists support miners in their strike in Wales. Then we have the Riot Club, which is screened over a very short period, but it is about an Oxford University club, which is about drinking, etc., and things get out of hand. The trip to Italy 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, we had The Trip. This is starring Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon, where they in the original film, The Trip, they went to around 5 or 6 restaurants in north of England. This time they go to warmer pastures in the north of Italy, and it is about the discussions that they have between themselves. What If is a romantic drama starring Daniel Radcliffe, primarily for the young audience.